back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Got a friend on today, Gary Faulkner, with a company called Morphus Inc. And he's quite, I always enjoy him from a friendship perspective, but I also enjoy what he's told me about his company, which seems very cutting edge, particularly in the software sphere, and does some extremely unique things. Gary, glad to have you on the program, and good to see you this morning. Kind of give us your overview, if you will, of Morphus.
Well, thanks, Kevin. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
So Morphus is a software company that specializes in currency supply chain management. Your currency supply chain, most people don't really think about it, but you probably have a $20 bill in your pocket. And the chances are 9 out of 10 that $20 bill came from an ATM. Someone had to decide when to put money in that ATM so it would be available for you to withdraw it. So what our software does is it manages the demand for cash at the consumer level. So it's ATMs, retailers, bank branches. It forecasts what that demand is going to be for each individual denomination, and then it automatically creates the orders all the way back to the Federal Reserve if necessary, so that we always ensure that we have the right amount of cash at the right time, at the right place, at the lowest possible cost.
Okay, very cool. What's the scope and size? And you know what I mean by scope? Industries that use your technology, and what's kind of like the size range of those businesses?
We're pretty much focused on the financial services industry, so central banks, commercial banks, ATM operators, retailers, anybody that uses cash in their business, physical cash. And our average customer is probably in a $10 million to $20 million size range, although we have customers that are billions of dollars.
There you go. Let me ask you in terms of the history of the company. How old is your firm?
Our firm was actually incorporated in 1999, but its genesis goes back a little further than that. In 1994, I myself was in the ATM business and owned and operated ATMs. And by the time we got a couple of hundred of those out and operating, we realized that our cash was completely out of control. So we put up a help wanted sign in the local university there, and we had a couple of young Bangladeshi students come to us that needed work, and we described our problem to them, and they created today what was the sort of the basis of the product that we have today. We sold that company in '98, and they decided to go on their own. So in 1999, they reincorporated, and they rewrote the software the way they would have done it had they been doing it themselves, not working for me. So that's a good thing, because now it's a commercially viable product, and we've got it deployed around the world.
Wow. That's fantastic. You got to love that kind of success story. That's awesome. And when you say all over the world, how many countries?
I think we're in about 6 or 7 countries today, including India and Ukraine, Poland, Colombia, Mexico, Canada, Trinidad, Tobago, even down in the Bahamas.
Wow, that's impressive. And in terms of size of the companies, I would assume most of them are rather significant, most of your clients.
Most of our clients, yeah, they are pretty substantial.
Yeah, either large, mid-market, or enterprise.
Or enterprise class.
Yeah, very cool, very interesting. How big is the company in terms of number of employees?
In terms of number of employees, we actually have 10 employees. Mm-hmm. We've got 6 employees in the United States, and then we also have an office in Dhaka, Bangladesh, where we have 3 or 4 people there.
Yeah, very cool. And again, we're talking a little bit about this company here called Morphus, and if you want to learn more about it, you can go to is it morphusinc.com.
That's right,
morphusinc.com. I encourage you to learn more about it. Gary Faulkner is one of the partners, correct?
That's right,
and a chief marketing officer, EVP, chief marketing officer for that. And it doesn't surprise me in your capacity, because you strike me as very good in the marketing sphere. So I think you're perfectly suited for what you do.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you bet. So, in terms of growth of the company, was there like a year where things began to see significant growth, like a breakthrough year? And if so, what year was that?
Well, Kevin, we thought 2008 was going to be our breakthrough year. The year started off just really robust. We had a number of RFPs that were coming our way. In fact, it looked like it was going to be a 10x type increase in sales.
Wow.
And then, of course, there was the small problem of the GFC. Mm-hmm. And when the market collapsed, then suddenly banks were running scared. They didn't want to spend any money, and so we've started rebuilding from them. But now this year looks like we're coming back. We're seeing the same sort of activity. We've got a bigger pipeline than we've ever had. We've done more business this year than we've ever done, and next year looks like it could be that 10x event that we've been looking for. So
yes, and
so we're excited about it.
So I guess September, the floor fell out from underneath you in 2008.
And everybody else.
Yes, it wasn't personal.
No, it was, and we didn't take it personally. But being a small company, we were able to retrench fairly quickly, and we're still here. And that's what I like to tell people when they say, "Hey, how's it going?" No, we're still here, man.
We're still here, which is a lot more than a lot of other businesses could say. My friends Gary Faulkner, enjoyed having him on. Morphis Inc. That's MORPHIS, morphisinc.com. And thanks so much for spending time with me, man.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Good to see you, buddy. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, make sure you like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.